Hi, I'm Cody Darkstalker, and welcome to the Pull List. This week we're going to be talking about my new favorite series, and that is Rat Queens. Da-da-da-da. Amazement. So, Rat Queens is a high fantasy action series comedy about an all-girl team of badasses that fight evil in a D&D style universe. There is Hannah, the superpowered magic-using elf. There is Violet, who's the badass dwarf lady. There is Dee, whose parents are cultists who worship a giant flying squid. She also does magic and also has knives and swords and does all sorts of other crazy badass things. And then there's Baby Betty, who is a smidgen, and she is the teeny tiny rogue, and also she does a lot of psychedelics. They are awesome. I really, really love this series because it kind of like pokes fun at like high fantasy tropes, adventure tropes, and things you see in D&D games, and it's just a lot of fun. It's really well written. The series is actually written by Curtis J. Wibe, and originally the art was done by Rock Upchurch, but there was a problem with his employment for the series and in general. Um, I don't know. It sounded kind of dark and personal, so I'm not really going to get into it. It's a little bit of a controversy. And after he was working on the series, then the new artist after him was, I think you pronounce it Shaban Sejic. I can't actually say it. He's a really cool artist. He's done a bunch of like webcomics and he's worked on other series, but he had to leave because of personal reasons. And now, with the latest issue, we are up to art by Tess Fowler, who is a total badass, and I'm really excited that the series is going to continue despite the terrible production problems that have plagued it. If I'm going to be perfectly honest, Tess Fowler's art isn't my favorite that we've seen in this series, but it's good. It's really good. And the series is still amazing, and the writing is super on point, and everyone should check it out. Um, I really just don't know how else to, like, explain how in love I am with this series. I know I sound like I'm gushing and I'm an idiot, but it's really just that good. The series deals with just a lot of things that I kinda laugh at because I recognize them as being tropes from D&D games that I've played, or other role-playing games that I've played, or from other fantasy series that I've read. So, seeing something that kinda is, like, lighthearted and fun was really, really enjoyable for me. Plus, I love super badass girl teams. Like, who cannot be into these badass ladies? Look at them. Look at their adorableness. I think my favorite thing so far has been the Smidgens, which is the cute little blonde one, Betty. They are this universe's take on like halflings or hobbits. And my favorite part about the Smidgens is their deep love, or at least Betty's deep love, of mushrooms. So if you're familiar with Tolkien's versions of halflings, hobbits, Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, haha, then you know about how they love mushrooms. And instead of just being like, oh, haha, tiny people that love to eat, they're like, yes, smidgens love mushrooms. This smidgen loves mushrooms. She loves psychedelic mushrooms. They make her see things like colors. And it's just really, really fun to read. My other favorite part of the series is the fact that the supporting cast is amazing. These are the four Daves. They are another mercenary adventure crew, and they're all guys who happen to be named Dave. So there's Smidgen Dave, there's Orc Dave, there's Dwarf Dave, and there's Human Dave. Orc Dave is my favorite because he's dating the cute little dwarf girl, and his beard is full of magical birds. Yeah, magical birds. You just gotta go with it. And that's what's really great about the series. Like, that's the perfect example. Everything is just fun and ridiculous and as over the top as you can imagine. And at the same time, there's a lot of good character development and a lot of good writing. So, despite the fact that the series has been kind of like on, off because of the issues with getting an artist, it is definitely on now. And issue 11 is in stores. You can go to your local comic shop, buy it now, assuming it's not sold out because it's awesome. And you will be getting into it like nice and early. You won't have missed much. There's only 10 issues behind you. You can get both the trades, they're out. So, catching up is really simple for you guys. Hint, I'm telling you that you should go out and get these. I'm definitely going to be picking up the rest of these, and I'm super excited because I just I love it. I love it so much. I love everything about it. I think that my personal favorite character right now has got to be Violet, the little dwarf girl, because she's small and angry and later on starts growing a crazy awesome beard. And I love beards. Doesn't matter if it's on a dude, doesn't matter if it's on a lady, doesn't matter if it's on that sexy orc you saw before or on this sexy dwarf right here. I just love beards. They're good stuff, filled with magical birds or no. And hers is lustrous and beautiful. And I'm a little bit jealous. I kind of want to cosplay her just so I can wear a big fake beard. It would kind of be fun. So, you guys should pick this up. You should let me know what you think. If you've read it, you should tell me in the comments. I'm going to be putting a link into the doobly-doo to Image because that is who's publishing this right now. And right now you can get all of these digital versions on their website for pretty cheap. They're like a couple bucks each, or you can just go out and buy the trades, which is way better because the trades come with a lot of gorgeous bonus art that you're not going to be getting in the single issues. So I really encourage you to think about picking those up or saving up for the upcoming hardcover special edition, which is going to be volumes 1 and 2, hardbound, lots of extra stuff, nice colors, and it's coming out in time for Christmas. So that's exciting. Somebody can buy me a present. So that's all for today. That's all for the pull list. I will be back next week with more crazy nerdy comics and things to talk about. If there is a comic that you think I should check out, let me know. Leave a message. But that's all for today. I'm Cody Darkstalker. This has been Rat Queens. I'm pointing in the wrong direction, but you didn't notice that. That's all, folks. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night, goodbye. Spay and neuter your pets. Bye bye.